What's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of the Savage Corner. If you guys know what time it is, make sure you hit that subscription button, turn on notifications, and stay tuned to everything Savage Corner. Let's get it. What's up, y'all? We're back. Of course, I am Wesley Pearson. The other host here is Miss Summer Dean, and we are the Savage Corner, and we're here today. We're going to talk about gaslighting. I do know we're going to talk about that, which I think is a super cool topic, so make sure you stick around for that. And then we're also going to have the email at the end of the episode, as we always do. That's the fan favorite. Everybody seems to enjoy the emails. So, Miss Summer Dean, what you got going on in Texas this week? You flooded out? Doing all right?
Flooding. Lots of
Are
flooding.
you swimming yet?
We're swimming. We got dogs all in the bed because it's raining outside, and it's just craziness around this house. I tried to do some gardening, but it was just all of the fire ants in my. I have a like a mound of dirt out there. All of the fire ants from the yard from the water went to the mound because it's the highest part of the yard, and I was just digging fire ants into my plants. Like eventually they'll.
Your fire ants don't have surfboards?
No, they don't. They should. But yeah, it's been crazy. My car's been at Discount Tire for like 2 days because I can't get over there to get it.
Terrible
So
stuff.
I know, right? Just been like some craziness going on, but hey, everything's good.
Oh my dear Lord.
What's been going on with you, man?
Nothing. Just working, hanging out, doing my thing, living the
Yeah,
life, living the dream. Can't wait for you to get here. Summer's coming to Virginia, y'all, next week.
I am. I am. I'm super excited. And I'm trying to get everything done so I can come to your house. So, like, I cleaned house today and, now I'm exhausted. And there's still some dirt underneath my fingernails.
Well, stop playing outside in the dirt.
I love the dirt. I planted more potatoes, more pinto beans. Like, we need food.
There's a thing called a grocery store. That's right. You don't like Walmart juice.
Mm-mm. I like to grow my own food. You know that.
No, I know. I know.
I like it. But something ate all of my lettuce, so I was very upset about that.
It was probably one of the boys.
No, it was like a little munger.
Ah,
There's
like a
like a
rabbit.
little bunny or something. Yeah. I was not very happy about that.
I mean, you put something out there like that, guess what's going to happen to it? Wild animals.
Sharks gotta eat. Fish gotta swim. Just saying.
All right. So we do have to tell everybody that we have some updated stuff in the Savage Corner shop. We have hats, t-shirts, koozies. I mean, just Summer, you're the one to design everything. Tell them all the stuff that we have in the
Yeah.
Savage Corner shop.
Oh my goodness. I think I did 3 or 4 new shirt designs, and I kind of changed them and did like love yourself, and I can't remember the other ones right off the top of my head, but I did a few hat designs, some sweatshirts. Um, I also did a few beauty products that I've ordered and that I really like. And so I put some of that stuff on there. Oh, and hair growth stuff that I love. I put that on there because that stuff really works. I'm going to start rubbing it in Wes's beard when he's sleeping.
My beard does not need to be any thicker than what it already is. Thank you.
No, it doesn't, y'all. It's so thick. It's ridiculous. It's so thick. So, but yeah, I did that, and then just did some drawing, and I have some ideas for our kitchen. I want to do plumeria flowers up there above. You know how the subway tiles go up to where the vent hood is?
Mhm.
I want to do those plumeria flowers up that little weird spot.
Well, that'd be cool.
I think it would be gorgeous.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But I'm gonna tag
Yeah.
the shop in the description below, so you guys can go and check it out. And then in the comments, just let us know stuff that you'd like to see. She's really doing a good job of using the O as the emblem, the winky pink
Hmm.
melty face. That's like
Yeah.
the O and all the like love yourself. It's L, the pink winky face, VE. So she's doing a really good
Yeah.
job with that stuff. But you guys in the comments tell us what you like, what you dislike, and tell us what you'd like to see in the shop, so that way we can know, how to update and what you guys like to see in the shop itself. So we'll
And
be
I
doing more of that.
uploaded some older art, so there's some new art too.
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure that you're following her on the YouTube channel because she's putting out some exceptional artwork. She was just telling you she wants to do some stuff in the kitchen. Of course, if she does, we'll record it and put it onto the channel itself. But she does some outstanding artwork. And if you guys want to hire somebody to paint murals or something on a wall or outdoors at a venue, it doesn't matter. Girl's got talent. I mean, lots of talent. So
I'll paint on anything.
I've seen her paint a couch.
Yeah,
Really, she'll paint on anything.
I really will.
All right, so you got some stuff that you wanted to read off on gaslighting or something like that.
Well, yeah, but I think so I don't know why I had it in my brain that we were going to do the email first tonight.
No, we'll do the email last.
Okay, let's do it then. So I found this thing from Mind Journal, and I think people get confused on the word gaslighting and what it means and what exactly it is. So I found this like little thing, and it's just a list of some things that might be gaslighting. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I used to gaslight, so I just thought people should understand what it is.
Yeah, go for it.
And if you do it, you shouldn't do it.
No, absolutely not. Well, I mean, it just go through the phrases first because we'll end up answering
Yeah.
questions. But I mean, it just gaslighting can be confusing as shit. The true form of word of gaslighting is a part of manipulation. So if you're utilizing it to get a rise out of a person or to intentionally make them feel bad for a decision they made, it's terrible. But so, again, there's misconceptions in the actual term of it. So, but yeah, no, go through what you have there because, like I said, if not, we'll end up answering questions before we even read it.
I know. So it just says gaslighting sounds like you need help, you're so emotional.
That's a big one.
Um, I never did anything wrong. This is all you.
That's a huge one.
That is a
Yeah,
huge one.
that's a huge one. So, just like I
Like
said,
I've actually I like went back and was like, holy shit, I remember saying that.
yeah. Well, if you stop and think about what I just said a minute ago, so that's utilizing something to make you feel bad about a decision that you've made, although you made the right decision, most likely, and now they're
Mm-hmm.
arming it against you. That's huge one.
Yeah. I've definitely said that. I can remember saying that actually.
Yeah,
You're the one who's lying. You're putting words in my mouth. Why are you even here if you think I'm so terrible then? Stop feeling sorry for yourself. That didn't happen.
yeah. That one's really terrible as well. Why did you get balloons? That one's
I
really
have no
terrible too.
idea.
we had to cut
But
the stuff off the camera because it's giving you wrong things at the wrong time.
I know.
But no, that one's a really, really bad one because again, that's manipulation. That's you tearing down feelings in light of something else, and that's terrible.
Um and then I can remember somebody saying this to me, stop feeling sorry for yourself. That didn't happen.
Yeah,
Like I can remember being told that
yeah,
on more than one occasion in my life.
yeah.
Um why so defensive all the time? Oh, so I guess I can't say anything anymore.
That's another big one. Another big one when because they almost make it sound like you're shushing them, like you're not
Yeah.
like they I'm always walking on eggshells around you. Well, stop saying fucked up shit. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
just it that's a big one too. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You always jump to the wrong conclusion. Ooh,
Says the
that one's
person that always has to be
a
right.
exactly, exactly, baby. Um, you're just insecure and jealous. I don't really, I don't get that one.
Well, it depends. Again, it's all depending on how it used. Now, so like if it was he or she, doesn't matter. If somebody like if I was being hit on at a restaurant or something, and I was actually flirting back, and you came at me and I used that phrase. Now, do you see where it's gaslighting?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again,
Okay.
it depends on the context and how they put it.
Yeah.
For instance, I used to get there was one that I used to boil my blood when I would play. I would play a video. I was playing Clash of Clans on my phone, and I had an ex of mine that would say, "Who are those smiles for?" Fucking Clash of Clans. I mean, what do you mean? Who are those smiles for? So that was that person trying to make a situation out of something that wasn't there because they were doing what they were implying that I was doing. So it's
Oh,
that could be a huge
yeah.
one too. So
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Now I get it. Um, you're so thin-skinned. That's like an older version, like a really old version.
yeah, it's
But
another way of saying that what you think is happening is not really happening.
yeah, you're always twisting things.
Mm,
Mm,
that well, so that could be used in gaslighting and not gaslighting. So,
I know.
that one's a tough one.
That I don't know. That one might not. Don't use that one as an example. That's not a very good example. I guess I'll have to repeat myself since you can't remember.
Can't remember
Yeah.
what really happened.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
hmm
yeah.
hmm You're the only person I have these problems with.
That's a big one too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But again, all so far though, majority of these can be used in gaslighting and also not in gaslighting. So
Yeah.
again, you have to be careful with them. But I guess the biggest thing is the repetitiveness. If you're constantly
Yeah.
feeling, if you constantly feel like somebody is manipulating you or twisting the things that you're saying or twisting the things that you know that you saw, that's the biggest sign.
You're the only person I've had. Oh, wait.
You
You're
already went.
imagining things.
Yeah, that yeah, like I just said.
Mm. Oh, here's one. You're so dramatic. In fact, you're the one who's hurting me.
The dramatic part of it, yes. I could definitely see
Yeah.
that one as being gaslighting, but the rest of it, again, that can be contexts in a different
Mm.
situation. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, the first part of that definitely.
Why are you so upset? I was only kidding.
That one is bad. That one is bad, and I've heard that worded differently a lot. I feel like I can't joke with you. It's just a joke.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's just a joke. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna do this one better. Calm down. It's no big deal.
It is a big deal, or she wouldn't be so up. It's obviously a big deal to her.
That's a false accusation. I've done everything for you. I've given you everything.
Yeah, no, that's another one. Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Don't get upset over nothing.
Again, if your partner is pissed or acting in a way that they seem like they're frustrated, it's not nothing. Stop telling people it's nothing. If it hurts their feelings, then it needs to be talked about. Don't downgrade the way they feel all the time. People fucking suck at communication.
They really do. Like, really do. Like, oh my goodness. I'd be like, oh, I don't even know if I could control my little country ass. I'd be like, probably getting up, whooping somebody. I didn't mean it like that, obviously.
Right.
Okay, so those are my gaslighting. If you know what, if you feel like you're being gaslit, just say, "Hey, there's a term for this, and it's called gaslighting, and I don't like it. So can you please stop?"
Yeah, yeah. Well, so I mean, I don't know if you remember, but I actually did a video on gaslighting, and I had my 10 things still sitting here of what you can say uh,
Mm-hmm.
when you to a person that when you feel like you're being gaslit,
Mm-hmm.
and they were. I remember things differently. So when they come at you with
Mm.
bullshit, tell them, hey, look, no, I remember things way differently,
Yeah.
and stand behind it. Don't say it like I must have been mistaken. Say it as no, things happen differently. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Another one is I'm not comfortable with the way that you're trying to make me feel. That's a big one, especially when they're
I
trying to
like
make you
that.
feel shitty for their decisions. Hell no.
Yeah.
Another good one was I need some time to think about this. In other words, get out of the conversation altogether and let them sit in silence and suffer because you already knew what you
Yeah.
knew. But take your time, collect yourself, don't act in the moment, So I feel like my concerns are being dismissed. That's another huge one because, like she said earlier, they're going to try to twist you to make you feel like you're the wrong person when they're the wrong person. So that's another way to do it. Can we talk about what's really going on here? So let's take all the bullshit aside and let's talk about what's really going on here. Another
Yeah.
one was I don't appreciate being blamed for something I know I didn't do. Okay, that's another huge one. It's important to me that we have an open and honest communication.
Honest.
is
Code
a,
word honest.
yeah, is another really good one. I'm feeling confused by the way you are saying things. It's another good. These are all going to cause fights, just to let you know. But it needs to be
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Um, I need you to respect my feelings and my perspective. Probably the best one on the list.
Baby, don't say that one. Do not pick that one whenever I am severely pissed off, okay?
uh,
Don't say that one because I'm gonna be like, what?
yeah, yeah. And then the last one was let's take a step back and revisit the conversation later because right now it doesn't seem like it's going in the direction that it actually happened in. It's
Yeah.
the last one.
Those are, yeah, that's all gonna cause a fight.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
hey,
but
you know what?
it's truth. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
absolute and total truth. So
that is. I guess I never realized I was being gaslit all those times, and now I think back and I'm like, you little jerks, you
right,
jerks.
right. Well, I mean, like I said,
Anyways,
especially at our younger age, I think we all can say that we gaslit somebody. Like we're looking for a fight.
oh,
You know what I mean?
absolutely,
But as
yeah,
adults, and depending on the outcome you wanted, if you're doing it because you're trying to get into a fight or to get into a position where you're to be combative with somebody, that's one thing. Still not a good thing, but it's one thing. But it's another thing to beat somebody down mentally. That's
yeah.
different. That's where you need to watch out.
I have this little thing. I always find these cute little things to read to Wes. It says 12 things to always remember. The past can't be changed. Opinions don't define your reality. Everyone's journey is different. Judgments are not about you. Overthinking will lead to sadness.
Facts,
Happiness is found within.
definitely.
Your thoughts affect your mood. Smiles are contagious. It worked. Kindness is free.
Yeah,
It's okay to let go and move on. What goes around comes around. Things always get better with time.
that they do.
It's just a moment. Just remember that. One
Ev-
moment.
Yeah, yeah. Everything is just a moment.
Yeah. And you'll never get it back.
Oh, absolutely
So make it count. Okay. Just some little positive yumminess.
not. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call that. The positive yumminess section of the podcast.
The positive
Okay,
yumminess.
baby. What is? You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready to do the email.
You ready to do the email?
I'm ready to do the email.
All right. So
I
you got
I only I only glanced at it,
yeah.
so
So you guys that guys that follow the show, you guys already know. But if you want to email the show, you can email us at the bearded. I'm sorry, it's bearded savage llc at gmail.com. Again, that's bearded savage llc at gmail.com. For you guys watching on video, of course, I'll have that at the bottom of the video. If you're not watching on video, follow us on YouTube. Spotify has video too, though. But follow us on YouTube because we're trying to build that community up. With that being said, we do have a small disclosure that we have to make sure that we say all of this advice is given off of opinion and not off of actual education. Our opinions are based on years and years of experience in life and in love. We are not trained professionals, so everything we say is based on opinion.
that's awesome. That was a good disclosure. Good job, man. Good job.
We get
Yeah.
fireworks for the disclosure.
We do. Okay.
All right, read away, baby. Read away.
I hope this email finds you well. I've been following your podcast and have found your insights on relationships to be incredibly valuable. I'm struggling with identifying true red flags in my relationships, and I could really use your advice. Oh, we like red flags. I've had to admit that I tend to be a bit naive when it comes to personal boundaries, especially romantic relationships. I have this deep desire to be loved and accepted, which sometimes leads me to overlook things that I shouldn't. Hey, baby girl, you need to send me an email because I can fix that for you. um, could you please help me understand what true red flags are in a relationship? And I'm going to stop right there. I think that everybody has different red flags. I don't think that you have to know yourself and you need to do some healing so you know what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate from a person. And that is just part of your overall. Because if you're into gardening, you're not gonna go and you're gonna try to find somebody that likes to do the same things as you, and you're gonna have your little garden and you're gonna grow it and you're gonna heal, and then that you will just attract your person. It's not, you're not gonna go to the big motorcycle guy and be like, I'm over here gardening, because you have nothing in common. So you got to work on your inside. Okay, go babe.
I agree. There's different strokes for different folks. Morally, we all should have some similar red flags, but we're all not going
Mm-hmm.
to have the exact same ones. So, but morally,
Yeah,
there's things to look out for, and then there's other things that are just they're not so much like a red flag, but just a boundary or something that you've put up for yourself, which is fine to establish that boundary. But I, I wish people would watch the word red flag, because to me, a red flag is or should only be put out for those moral standpoints. But I know
yeah.
I'm different from everybody else. But to me, red flags are moral standings. That's it.
I was a walking red flag.
No, you weren't.
I love you. I thought I was. I thought I was a train wreck, but I was actually doing okay. You know. Okay, go ahead, babe.
No, keep reading.
Okay. I'm afraid that I might be missing some important signs because I'm so desperate for love. It's important for me to learn how to distinguish between genuine concern and minor issues that I blow out of proportion. To give some context, here are a few examples of behaviors that I'm unsure about. True red flags, disrespectful or controlling behavior from my partner. lack of honesty or transparency, especially about important matters, consistent patterns of manipulation and emotional abuse. And then it's perceived red flags.
Oh, you just hold on right there. Those are legitimate red flags. Like that actually,
Yeah.
congratulations. That is a perfect fucking list. So don't doubt
Okay.
yourself that you don't know what red flags are because those were perfect red flags.
So this one is perceived, but not necessarily true. Minor disagreements or differences in opinions that I exaggerate into major conflicts.
That's a red flag on your behalf, not your
Yeah.
partner. But yes, it can be a red flag.
Yes. Feeling insecure at times, even though my partner hasn't done anything specific to cause it.
Again, red flag on your behalf. But yes, a red flag.
Overthinking small gestures or actions, assuming that have a deeper negative meaning.
Yeah. Again, red flag on your behalf, not the person that you're dating. So
Yeah.
it sounds like you have some inner work that you definitely need to do. Um, but no, kind of keep going though, because again, I don't want to answer questions that are in the email.
It says, I want to develop a healthier understanding of what to watch out for in relationships without constantly second guessing myself. Your expertise would mean a lot on my navigating this journey, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Girl, you got it. You, despair is not going to get you anything. A, despair is going to get you a lot of heartache and a lot of just mixed up emotions about things that you do want and what you don't want. You need to write down a list of things that you do want and do some inner work, because right now all that's all very 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 unhealthy what you're doing, and that's no joke.
Yeah, and I'm hearing a ton of second guessing. So definitely need to work on some confidence. I would definitely suggest that you do some journaling because you're consistent in your words, but I don't know if you really realize in that email how many times you said the word that you were second guessing. You're second
Yeah.
guessing way too much. And it's not that you're not lovable. It's not that you're not dateable. It's not that you're a bad person. But you really need to work on self confidence. You really need to work on knowing your self worth, because you wouldn't be using words like that if you truly knew your value, to
You don't.
yourself and to life. So
This is, you need to love yourself so much that somebody has to be in competition with you, not anybody else.
right,
In competition with yourself. And we are, like, Wes has to be in competition with me. He doesn't have to be in competition with anybody else to love me more.
right,
So you need to make that a competition. You need to get to know your soul. You need to, like, focus on yourself.
right. Yeah, and like I said, your first set of red flags in finding an adequate partner were perfect. I mean, they were
Hmm.
spot on. And they're
Oh,
things
and
that you definitely need to
she
watch
can
out for.
read. She can read that book unattached or
Attached,
attached.
attached. Yeah,
Can you drop that book in the?
yeah. I can't grab it. I don't think I can
Yeah.
grab it without knocking it. Yeah, I can. Hold on. So the book
Oh.
is called Attached.
Oh. Yeah.
It's reversed right now, but
It's great.
yeah. So it's called Attached, and I will put the
Definitely
link.
read that.
I'll put the link to the in the comment section or in the description section. Definitely.
And
Um,
go do our journal finding me too. That'll help you start to understand a little more about yourself and start thinking you thinking on your own behalf and not anybody else's.
Yeah, yeah, it'll definitely help because if you can identify your attachment disorder, and then you can start to journal, your thoughts, your feelings, and start to feel better about yourself, then you'll lift your own red flags. Because, like I said, you had great moral standing for what you're looking for in a partner, but you have your own red flags that you haven't actually dealt with yet. And again,
Yeah.
I'm when and I'm repetitive with this. I've said it 1,000 times. And some people get on me, some people don't. Some people, are right behind me. But just because you have minor red flags does not make you undateable. So if you're working on things and you want to date, that's your own choice. But understand that if a healed person saw what you just said, you're probably going to get ghosted, or you're going to get dropped, or they're not going to date you going forward right away, because those are pretty big. It's hard. You need to do some more work on yourself. I don't know how long you've been dating. I don't know if you've been coming out of a relationship. It doesn't say any of that. But I would definitely do the things that you like to do the things that you love to do, work with yourself, go find hobbies and things that you can do maybe with some friends, back off
Start
of dating a little bit.
meditating.
Yeah, meditating, back off of dating a little bit, and start to have fun with yourself first, and all this second guessing will stop right away.
Hmm.
You're gonna bleed onto somebody else if you're not careful.
Yeah. You don't run around fucking everybody else's life up. Fix yours.
Yeah,
Fix yours and everything else will fall in place. That's
yeah,
all I have to say.
yeah.
I can't say that enough. Women ask me every day, why do you do this? Because I need people to fix themselves so everything falls in place.
Yeah, and there's a chance that you find someone that is willing to work beside you while you work on yourself. I'm not saying that
Hmm.
can't happen, but there's a shorter amount of people in that pool, so to speak. That's a
Yes.
shallow pool.
I was very lucky. I'm not even gonna lie.
You weren't that bad.
I was
You really
very
weren't. You
lucky.
didn't have any of the moral red flags, so and that's
I mean,
and
yeah.
that's the ones you have to watch out for. So with that being said, you don't have any moral red flags unless you have some other problems you're not disclosing to us. So again, I'm not saying you can't date, but I am saying you need work. And I'm saying
Yeah.
that you may not find an adequate partner if you don't work on these things. Most likely what's going to happen is you're going to find a bunch of douchebags that are, because your boundaries are just not in the right place yet. So just be careful.
You want to find a man that you want to be a better woman for. I remember the day that I decided that I wanted to be a better woman for Wes. Like, I remember the moment. And I think your response was like the very first time you were like, I fucking love the shit out of you. Like, you just did it and you did your little smile. And I was just like, holy shit.
Well, I mean, I was super proud of the fact that dating you was different from anybody else that I dated, and that's a great thing. But the biggest thing was is that I told myself this time around that I wasn't going to try to squeeze issues or fix them, or um, not any of that. I just wanted to be myself, have fun, go through life, and let you work on things that you wanted to work on in your life and take note of it. Like I knew fixing people's problems or trying to fix people's problems was the demise of myself.
Yeah,
So I did it differently.
that's a fact, Jack, just
Yeah.
so you know that.
And the way that I did it differently was, again, I just had fun. I saw the things, I saw the little things here and there, but she fixed them on her
Mm-hmm.
own. And that's how you have to do that. Like, you have to allow that person to fix whatever it is that you're concerned about on their own. You can bring it to their attention, but you can't fix somebody. You can't make somebody change. If they want to change for the better, then they'll change for the better. Like, for instance, if you're one of those people that don't like to go out and you're dating somebody that's going out every other weekend, eventually that person should see you and say, hey, I'm going to change this behavior because I love this person. And that's fine. That's okay to change that as long as it's healthy. You know what I mean? So those are the
Mm-hmm.
little things. It's little things like that people, they think that oh, they're changing you. No, you're changing yourself for the betterment of your relationship. And there's fucking nothing wrong with that. So
Yep.
long as it's not something where they're suppressing you into change. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it's just people get bent out of shape when they talk about change because they think that people are changing for the worse, when really they're changing for the better. They've just been hanging around the wrong people.
Well, no, it's because those people won't be able to take advantage of you anymore.
Right. Right.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, change is great. I love change. Anytime that there's change, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's changing? It was great.
Yeah. Positive growth is a positive thing. Ain't no two
Yeah,
ways about it.
yeah. I love you. This is great.
I love it
Thanks, everybody. I love our podcast. I love our fans.
too. Was it all you had for this one?
I think it is,
Oh wow,
babe. I think it
we kept this one
is.
short and sweet.
Short and sweet. Oh, we were fast tonight. That's amazing. You want to talk about something else?
No, you're good. You're good.
No,
No, we're gonna have some guests coming up soon, so we can have some longer
we are.
elaborations. We usually do most of our episodes around an hour, so it's good to have a small one in there for once. Save my editing fingers.
I mean, you edit forever,
Sometimes, yeah, absolutely.
forever.
All right, you got any closing thoughts?
Be better than you were yesterday.
Facts. That's the Mamba way.
That's right. I'm gonna go in there and get some food because I made some enchiladas. Whew, I can smell them sitting here. I'm hungry.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in this episode, and hopefully, we'll see you guys next week on the Savage Corner. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, follow, turn on notifications so that way you can keep up to date with Summer and I on all of our new stuff.
Peace, love, and light.
Stay savage, y'all.
Oh!